Well, here we go. Hello everyone and welcome to our second channel, Barum Engines Stories. So, how did this channel come about, guys? Not even sure whether it's a great idea. You're going to have to tell me that. Be honest with you, I've been sort of toying with doing it for a while now. The reason being, there's been a few people in the comments, I've had a few emails of people suggesting it. And I think the reason is because obviously ideally we want to keep the main channel for exactly what's been working. So obviously, building the engines, the machining processes, the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads, the general running of the business, the warranty stuff and all the rest of it. So if you've noticed the last month or so, the content has been probably a bit more involved in the engines, a bit more technical. And the reason for that is because, like I said to you a month or so back, when I was getting a bit stressed out about the way I was running the business, obviously I had Paul out here quite a lot. I was in the office. I tended to be in the office more than I was out here. And what happens is you tend to lose proper control of what's going on. And I was tending to find even the main channel was quite hard to do, because I'd come out here and I sort of had to have a think about what's going on, have a word with Paul. And I was always constantly thinking about what to do the videos on. It was so stressful just planning doing the videos. But so what I've done is Paul's busy with his own stuff, so if you notice he hasn't been in quite so much, but I've said to him, look, I want to, for a month or so, I need to get out in the workshop, do what I enjoy doing best and most, and that's building the engines and getting involved with it. So I've been out here all the time. I've left a lot of the phone calls to John and even Isaac. So they've been dealing more and more with that. If you've been emailing and trying to call and you can't get hold of me, I'm sorry about that. I am trying to catch up with the emails, but I need to get out here. I need to get involved. And what I've found is in the last month, I don't know what you guys think and whether you think that the video content is the views certainly indicate that it's better. I'm doing more sort of intricate videos on what I'm doing because I'm doing all the engines and getting involved with them all. The content just flows. I've got loads of stuff I could do the main channel videos on. And I think that looking at the videos, watching them definitely over the last 2 or 3 weeks, I think they're a bit more interesting. So yeah, that's the reason for me coming out here. But obviously getting back to this new channel, I've noticed over the last few months that if I sort of do a bit on the kit car or do a bit on the E30, which we're still going to keep in the main channel, mind, but just not so much because people are more interested. I think the majority of the subscribers and the viewers in the main channel want to see what we're doing here. They want to see all this. They want to see the warranty side of it, the running of the business and all that. This stuff here, like the track car and the stuff we do on the side, the E30, the majority of the E30 anyway, I think needs to go in this, and people have suggested doing that. So that's the reason for this second channel, guys. As I say, you haven't got to watch it. If you do watch the main channel and you want to come over and see a bit more what's going on behind the scenes and a little bit more extra of what we're doing, feel free to do so, but you haven't got to. It's not like I'm not that bothered about it, whether too many of you guys come over and watch it, but a lot of the time there's plenty more content I've got to put in front of the camera, but I know I just can't really put it on the main channel because a lot of people aren't really going to be that interested in it. So it's frustrating. Weekends are a nightmare for me because I've spent all week working, then I go home, although I want to spend quality time with my family and my wife and children and that. There's stuff that I just want to pop down here, do a quick video, quick vlog on general stuff and just stick it in my second channel. So yeah, if you feel that's a good idea, guys, let me know in the comments. But as I say, if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. Just go back and keep watching the main channel. But yeah, something extra really. So what we're going to put in it. First of all, today, I just want to sort of give you a little bit of an update of the E30 because I haven't done so much of it lately. So where are we with it? Well, you see there's a few bits here which we need. We've got the wiring loom and all that off the engine. I don't know if you've seen it in the main channel, but we've got the E30 engine now. This is the S50 motor. You see we've got that pretty much stripped of all its ancillaries. Exhaust is still to come off. We're going to blast that exhaust, and I'm thinking about getting it coated, but what I might just do is end up painting it in the high temp black. Can't go wrong with that. Obviously we're going to take the head off, we're going to take the sump off, we're going to check the bearings and all this, just go through the head, skim and see what the bores are like. If the bores are good, I'm going to just deglaze them, stick a set of rings in there. Obviously clean and paint everything up, blast it, get it in our vapor blaster, and make it look pretty and just make sure it's all freshened up really. New set of shells and all the rest of it. I think the Vanos unit, the guy who I bought it off said it was all been done 2 or 3 years back. So yeah, it's all pretty much stripped down. We've just got to find some time to spend on that, to be honest with you. Yeah, you can see the loom here. We've labelled all the loom up, and so we know where all the plugs go, etc. But we're still toying with sticking an aftermarket ECU on this, which will mean we'll probably need another loom anyway. But yeah, so what's going on with the car? So Mikey's had the car, as you well know. Haven't really updated on it for a while. Mikey has done an absolute exceptional job. He's cracked on way quicker than I thought he would. So I've got some pictures which I will post up in the next 1 or 2 videos. Once I have a little sort out of them, I'll have a little chat with Mikey, see what he wants me to put up, because I don't want to put anything up that he's not too keen on. He's a bit funny like that, bless him. But yeah, he's done an absolutely exceptional job. The shell's looking brilliant. It's still in Bristol at the minute, or Radford, and the reason for that is there's a guy called Trig Bishop at Bishop's Bespoke Builds. Now, he's a bit of a wizard. He was recommended to me by Mikey. Mikey's organised it. We've got it up there. And what he's done, now we've got the front panel off. Although Mikey's done the cage, the inside, he's done the sills. We've put sill stands in, done all the boot, flat floor, all the rest. There's loads to update you on it. But he's basically had to jig the front end. Apparently the passenger front turret, left-hand side passenger front turret, the measurements were about 8mm out somewhere along the line. So Trigg stuck it on his jig, had to jiggery it a little bit, got it straight as a die, and he's done it. So yeah, it took him sort of 3 days last week doing that. So we've got to get our ass down there and pick the car up, take it back to Mikey, then he can assist in sorting the front end out again. So yeah, it's coming on, guys, and I don't think it's going to be too far away from being painted. I'm hoping sort of, although I'm not in a rush with this anymore, I've told Mikey that he doesn't have to jog on as fast as he has with it, but he has. He's cracked right on with it. He doesn't like to hang about. But I said, don't stress yourself out over it. But hopefully we can get that painted around sort of autumn time. That'd be wonderful. And once it's back here on the ramp then, and we can start assembling it, we can get some more on the main channel. But yeah, he's done an absolutely exceptional job. You know, a lot of the stuff he's done is sort of bespoke. He's got the ability, Mikey has, to have this vision and know what needs to be done to prepare a motorsport show, whereas I haven't got a bloody clue. So I've just left all the decisions up to him. We've gathered a load of bits up in the mezzanine that's obviously going to go back on the car. I don't even think that I've showed you up in the mezzanine. Obviously on the main channel you ain't going to be too interested, but I'll just show you up here. There's no light, unfortunately, but you can see up here, look. Most of that stuff at the back there, unfortunately, is mine. So let's just go and have a little wander down here. So on here is a load of clutter. Although it's organised clutter, actually. So we've got S14 motor here for a customer who's still in the payment process, let's say. And we've got 2 or 3 engines there from a customer, John, from the Isle of Wight, I think he is. John's finished up painting there. We've got a couple of Cosworth motors there, which are fairly trick bits of kit. So we're going to have to drag them down when we've got a bit of space on the tables. You got me fishing gear, a few bits and bobs, all the old E30 stuff down here. If any of you guys are interested in any of that, let me know. You can have that for not too much money. Just get it out of our way. But yeah, there's loads of old E30 stuff, to be honest. I mean, we bought this car, but we ripped the blooming thing to bits, didn't we? And the only thing we've used is the shell, so bit of a nightmare. But yeah, some more E30 bits there. Now over here, loads of cylinder heads here, old cylinder heads, which to be honest, you probably wouldn't be able to get now. There's once upon a time we were doing a lot of cylinder heads. These are ones we ended up with. We went through them, overhauled them, just stuck them on the shelf. But yeah, loads of heads there. Anyway, these bits here are new bits for the E30 once it's all done. So we've got the box of old bits there. We've got your brakes, all your brakes there, door cards, rear window that arrived the other day. Now that it's just little things like this that you wouldn't believe. I mean, the E30 M3 window, as many of you may know, is different to the E30. We wanted it in plastic, but we wanted it thermoformed, so it's got the same shape as the original, not just a flat bit of plastic. And also it's hard, it's toughened, so apparently it's tougher than glass. But yeah, we got that. Quite expensive bit of kit, so that's just coming now. But little bits are just dribbling in. I've got the old headlights down here, but yeah, little bits dribbling in. We've got to say we've got all the ECU and sorry, we've got all the dashboard, like the AIM dash and the PDM and all bits like that. We've got all that down at Auto Dynamics, so that's all ready. Once the car's to that stage, which is right at the very end, he'll be having the car, doing the chassis loom and seeing what we're going to do about the ECU, etc. But yeah, that's the mezzanine, guys. As I say, I don't think you've seen that before. But yeah, so it was just a little intro video, guys, into our second channel. As I say, you don't have to watch it, but I'd be very grateful if you did. If you got on there and subscribed and hit the notification bell on that, I'd really, really appreciate that, because it's this channel alone, I feel that I'm really going to enjoy doing this, because it's just little bits behind the scene, little bits that I can't put in the main channel, but I just want to do a video on. Do you know what I mean? So if you're interested in any of that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. We're not going to, there's not going to be any set pattern for these second channel videos. I'm just going to do them as and when. So if I do 3 or 4 one week, you know, I could do one every couple of weeks or one every month. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me. But if you subscribe and hit your notification bell, then you'll be notified whenever we put one out. So yeah, there we go, guys. We're back tomorrow on the main channel for our normal video. We're going to get involved with that engine tomorrow. That is the Mark III Focus RS motor. So yeah, we're going to get involved with building that. Obviously, we've got to do a dummy build, check your pistonites, all the rest of it. Got some really nice stuff on that. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Thank you very much for your recommendations on doing this channel, if you're one of those. And yeah, we will see you again. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers, guys.